Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I am Richard. I am making a video here with a certain style that one of my dear subscribers, Bear, said he very much enjoyed. So I'm doing a few test videos to see not only how he, but how the rest of you enjoyed this. Now, again, one of the things I have to say about people watching this video, sometimes you need to make a comment just for the sake of doing so, so that I can know that you're out there and that you're watching and that you want more content. And again, provided you're not saying something along the lines of you wish to sexually violate me, which I have had a number of comments along those lines over the years. It's I need to know what people want. I am not in your head. I do not see your face as you watch this video. You just see me. And I can't see that smile. So even if you comment with a smile emoji, it tells me something about how you feel about these videos. And one of the things about this particular type of video is, of course, I cannot use green screen in this room. I can't put a green screen behind me because it would partition the room in half. So what I would have to do, I am on a dual screen array. This is my second screen over here. I can't really see the mouse, but okay, there's the mouse. And I can put up photographs on this, or I can grab the bar and say, okay, here's my collection of photographs. So I figured I would talk about this particular part of the filming style. This is from my folder on textures. You'll probably note that those of you who have been a subscriber of mine for a while might know that I do a thing where I have Richard's Daily Quote every now and again. I try to do it every day, but I haven't been terribly successful. But Richard's Daily Quote is, I have a quote, I have a background that is a texture. This quote, because you can't see it, is, right now, it is extremely difficult for middle class families to send their kids to college. Okay? That is from good old Bernie Sanders. He said that in 2010 in a filibuster on the Senate floor. Really, you're going to leave me in my hour of need to know? Really? And I keep a set of textures that I put behind these quotes, because like this is a power box that I was working at a park, and this rust here is from a power box that I was working in a park that had this box in it, and I said, oh, what interesting rust, and I took pictures of all the rust. So I have this folder full of textures that I put in the background of my quotes. So you do see them; they do start to look a little recycled at times. And I mean, one thing I would like to do as a project is go to places where I can get new and interesting textures, so I can keep that as fresh as possible. But this texture is actually a very interesting one, because one of the oldest photographs I have of myself is where I found this texture. This is the background of a texture of me, I believe at the age of maybe 3 or 4. And this hung on my wall. My mother hung it on the wall. And it got sun warped and it got damaged, and I think even a few insects may have chewed on it. And whereas this at one time was a solid red, it eventually developed these light and dark spots and this chipping. And you can see here there's sort of a gouge in the photograph. I took this out of a frame, so this was not mishandling. This was what light did to a photograph over 35 years. So this was this beautiful background that I utilized for a number of my quotes there. And that was just one of those things that I enjoy doing, is creating these backgrounds. And I think I can show you. Yeah, there. It's a much more defined background. It's of course probably backwards for you guys, but you can see it's the same. There, right there, is the chip that I showed you earlier. Okay, so this is clearly the same piece of photograph that I have gotten out there, and of course Richard's daily quote. That's Richard's daily quote at or .blogspot.com. You can see a lot of my backgrounds right now. I'm doing a lot of Sanders quotes because I'm supporting him in the primary. So again, if you're wondering where a lot of these backgrounds might come from, they are photographs generally that I have taken or that are in my possession. And, I have gone out there and said, I'm going to have these things and I'm going to use them for that particular purpose. Like, this is a close up of my hair from the same photograph. That's my shirt from the same photograph. That's the side of a building in a cemetery. Water from a water polo game. Bricks. Girl's sundress. Flowers from the photograph of the girl with the sundress. This is a rose I grew in my backyard. That is a pink towel. That's my hand after it was scratched by one of my animals. This is a false coloration of the stucco outside of my house. And I have a bunch of these because I just thought that the colors would be interesting, but you can see it's the same photograph, just false colored. This is the wall in my bedroom under blue light. Same thing, different colors of light. This is a false coloration of the skin of my leg after I was fostering 4 kittens, no, 6 kittens, I think. Yeah, 6 kittens. This is part of a firework. It's a ground flower. This is not a false color. That's what it actually looks like. Although I did have to clear the picture for. Where's that again? For smoke. This is one of my favorites, actually, right here. And same firecracker, likely different image. Here's one of the more expanded shots. As you can see, this is a ground flower. This would be spinning, and these are little stars coming out of it. And I took this 1/4 of July. I took more than 200 photographs that 4th of July, so I'm very, very happy with a lot of those. And again, I've zoomed in, I've enhanced the color slightly, and I've reduced the smoke which would be covering this image. So yeah, I mean this different, same firework actually. No, same ground flower, different coloration. Same thing here. Love that red, just the gradient on that red. I thought this looked like kind of an angel or a spirit, so I isolated it. You see these beautiful colors. And here's the whole thing. See, here's that same spirit. Little things coming off of it. I really enjoy photo. I don't have enough time for it. Don't make a lot of money on YouTube. I think I might have just changed it. No, I think that's. Yeah, see, more fireworks. Fireworks are particularly hard to use. This is a false color of a section of a section of the smoke off a firework. These are the stars. It was a fountain, and you see this is the kind of thing you'll notice. This is a background that I've used several times. I just got different colors of it, but as you can see, I have a lot of these textures. And one of the ways you can distinguish the videos is that I use them. So yeah, this is something that would be very common if I continue this filming technique. So I figured I'd make a video. This has gotten to be almost 10 minutes long now. Figured I'd make a video that described this video technique. so that you guys can tell me, what do you think? Do you like the idea of seeing this back here of me illustrating my video with photographs? Is that something that appeals to you, or is it something that, you think you'd rather see the big green screen? And also, do you like seeing more of my head? Because my head very prevalent in this video. There's so much of it. See my wound right here. It's a pimper. It started as a pimper and it just wouldn't pop, and it just got worse and worse and worse. It's a pimper too. I'm 40, I've got all these hits. What's going on?
Hello there. This is El Mouso Fabuloso, and I would just like to say, have you noticed how ridiculously sexy Richard is? Well, yes, he is sexy, and he is helping the environment. Promised to take a pound of trash out of the ocean through the company 4Ocean. Once he's monetized for every 1,000 subscribers he gets. He's already paid for 2 pounds, and as I film this, not even 2,000 subscribers and not monetized. So he is just an absolutely fabulous, sexy man. And you lucky dog, you can make him even more sexy by commenting and liking this video and giving him that thumbs up, and then subscribing and letting everybody know how absolutely sexy he is. Let's make Richard the sexiest man on earth, because we all know he is already. All right, we all know he deserves that. So yes, oh, so sexy. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm sexy too. Sexy in blue.